Hey YouTube, it's Kharyzma and I have a quick and easy tutorial for you. I've already cut out my pieces to try to save time. I will be making an off-the-shoulder crop top. You don't have to make this a crop top, and if you don't want or feel comfortable with a crop top, you can just lengthen it. So these are the three pieces that you're going to need, and I'm going to show you how to make that in a minute. But basically I'm trying to give you the visual of it. This is basically the body of the top, and this is like the part that's going to be off the shoulder, and this is kind of going to be like almost like a bow part, and this is going to be connected to that, so you could kind of get the idea. So I'm going to show you how to cut the pieces. What you're going to do is get a tank top, or yeah, a tank top will be fine, right? So let's pretend this is your tank top, and you are going to take the top part of your tank. Let's see, okay, there it is, this top half, and you're going to fold it over. Right? So what you're left with is basically the body and like the part for the armhole. Now mine is about 3 inches. The armhole is from 1 to 3 inches. So see, here's 3. I'm going to fold this a little bit more. But you can do it, you know, bigger or smaller depending on your arms. I can wear anywhere from a size small to medium, depending on whether it's juniors or whether it's women's. And a lot of the stuff I get is juniors because I like the styles and things like that. So you're going to make sure that mine is about 3 to 4 inches, and depending on what you want, it's going to, so you want to have this shape here, what you see like that, and you're going to take this to your fabric, use that as a pattern, and cut that out in that shape. And so when you do that, it's going to look like this, which I've already done to save time. Okay, so now after you do have this piece, to get that next piece, the top piece that I was telling you about, I'll leave this here, you're going to take a piece of fabric, and mine is 7 inches long. Let me show you. About 7 inches long, and it's 34 inches wide. So you're going to cut out a piece of fabric like that, and then when you get that piece, what you're going to do, because you need to double it, is take it and fold it over like that. And what you're going to do is take that to your sewing machine and stitch all the way down on the inside out, because you're going to flip that out later. I'm going to show you. So that's what you do for that part. And then your third piece, which is this little thing here, this is going to be the bow for the top part. You're just going to get, let me see, let me measure now. This is about 6 inches long, and let me estimate, about 4 inches wide. So you're going to get a piece that's 6 inches long and 4 inches wide, and you're going to do the same thing, fold that over and stitch it, but I will get to that in a moment. Okay, so for your body part of your top, you're going to want to locate the middle. You want it to be in the middle, and you can fold it in half to make sure you know where the middle is. I've already done that, and I placed the pin where the middle is. Now what you want to do is, on that top layer, you're going to want to kind of cut like a U here, because when you attach this to here, you're going to need a little bit of space so that the bow can show. And you'll understand when we get to that part. So what you're going to okay, so what you're going to do is you are going to locate the middle by folding it in half. And I've already done that. I put the pin where the middle is. And so what I'm going to do is take my scissors, and I'm just going to cut like a right here, like, because I'm trying to make like a little U shape, and you'll understand more of why when we get to that part. Yeah, and you just want to do it to that top layer, not both layers. I know it's hard to see because it's black, but you just want it on that top layer. So now what you're going to do is you're going to take this body part to your sewing machine. You are going to hem just this V part that you made, the U part, right? you're going to place pins on the sides underneath the armhole on both sides. You're going to stitch down this way, you're going to stitch down that way, and that's going to be your body part. So do that and I'll show you the next step. Okay, YouTube, so after you're done stitching your shirt, so now you're going to bring it right sides out. Of course, after you stitch that, you stitched your U part right here and you stitch the sides. So now what I would suggest that you do is you hem your bottom first, because what's going to happen is after you stitch down the sides, you have your seams inside and you want them to be clean when you get to this part to hem. So hem your bottom first and then hem your armholes. And if you guys don't know how to hem, I've showed you several times in my other videos. It's just really simple. You would take the bottom part and you would fold it over once, and then you would fold it over again, and then you stitch. And I stitched mine on a zigzag. So I've already hemmed the bottom, and then I've already hemmed the armholes, and I've already hemmed that U part right here. So now we're getting to the top part. You're going to take that top part piece, I told you it was 7 by 34 I think, and you're going to fold it over, and that's on the wrong side because you're going to flip it out later. So you're going to fold that over, and right now I'm not going to place the pins, but you go ahead and place the pins all along that bottom and take it to your sewing machine and stitch all the way along that bottom, and I'll show you the next, come back and I'll show you the next step. Okay, YouTube, so now that you've taken this to your sewing machine and you stitched it across, you're going to take a safety pin and you're going to put it on the end because you want to bring this on the right side out. So you're going to put that through and feel it all the way through so that you can get it to be inside out. I don't know if I want to do this all on camera, but I guess it'll help someone who doesn't know how to do this. You kind of just feel the safety pin and you put it all the way through. This is how you get this to be inside out. So it's good to watch the videos because you can learn all types of techniques, even if you're not making the actual garment that I'm making. There's a lot of techniques for the beginner sewers, seamstresses, and fashionistas. Okay, so I got that all the way through, and oh gosh, no, okay, here it is, and you're gonna pull it, see, just do like that, and so now it's the right side out. Yay. Okay, YouTube, so now that you have this right sides out, you are going to take the two open ends and you're going to bring them together. Right? Now you're going to take one, you can put it inside of the other. Just a little bit. You're not going to go in too far. You're going to go in just enough so that you can make sure that you place a pin, so that you can take that to your sewing machine and stitch it together. You're just making sure that they'll be together. Now you will see the stitch after, but don't worry, it's not going to show because you're going to take this piece as the bow to cover it up. So you're going to take this and place the pins there like you see and stitch down. And so now that other third piece that I showed you earlier, you're going to take that, because this one I believe was 4 by 6. So you're going to take it and fold it over on the length. You're going to just take it and fold it over. You can pin that and take that to your sewing machine and stitch it down. And then I'll show you that next step. I think we have like 2 more steps and we're just about done. So go ahead, sew this down, and come back. Okay, YouTube, so you're done stitching down this part, and we've all you're gonna do with this is you're gonna flip it inside out the same way we put the pin in with that one, and then pull it all the way through. So now you can have it right sides out. So now you're gonna take this top part here, right where you have the stitch. You're going to take this part here, you're stitching. You could even it out so that it could like be even. You're gonna take the seam part is gonna be towards the back. You're gonna take this one. You're gonna go like this. You're just gonna put it around like that, because what we're doing is using this bow to cover up. I know it's a little difficult to see because it's black, but I think you get the idea. And you're covering it up. So now you're gonna take this to your sewing machine and you're gonna just stitch across. So you can put a pin in it now, just like that. And this is the part where you can see the seam, because after you stitch across here, you're just gonna flip it out and you won't see that seam. So the next step after that is just to attach this to the top, and we're just about done. So go ahead and do that and I'll show you that last step. Okay, YouTube, so you're done attaching it and it's gonna look like this, and you will have some excess. So all you're gonna do is just take your scissors and you can cut off that excess fabric. Just don't cut your seam. Right? So you're gonna take this bow and you're just gonna flip it around, and that's gonna cover up that seam that you had on this part. Right? So it's gonna look like this. I don't know if you guys can see it. And to make sure it stays in place, what you can do is take it to your sewing machine and stitch that bow over that seam on here so you don't see it, but this is what it's looking like. You can see it right there. I know it's black, you may not be able to see. Let me put it on. There you go. You see it right there. That's what it's looking like. So now all you have to do is attach this to the bottom part. So now you want to make sure your bottom is even. You're going to turn that bottom inside out. Right? You're going to make sure everything is even. Make sure you're doing the bow, you're attaching it. Sorry. You're attaching it to the part where the U part is. So that's how you know what's the front and the back. You're gonna just line up your shirt so everything is even, because you want that bow part to be right in the middle where that U part is, and you want your shoulders to be even just the same. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're going to take your shirt and put it inside out, and the bow as well, you're gonna flip it to the other side. Like, it's gonna be this way first, but you're gonna just turn it around to that other side where you could see that seam right there. Turn it to that side. You're gonna make sure that the seam on the top part that you sewed all the way across is on the bottom side. It has to be on the bottom, because that's what how you're gonna attach it to your shirt. So that seam needs to be on the bottom. So what you're gonna do is get your pins. You're gonna even out your shirt, everything. Make sure that bow is in the center of that U part. You can't see it here, but you'll be able to see it on yours. But here's the U part, and you're gonna attach it after you even it out everything. You're gonna take this front part with the U part, attach it to where you see the seam on that top, place a pin. This is the front part. Now I'm not doing it neat right now because I'm just showing you. It's gonna take a lot of time for me to even it out, but I'm just giving you the idea of how you're gonna attach your top to the bottom. And this is the front part. So you're just placing pins there, and you see that U part is gonna remain open after you sew it. So you're just gonna stitch from here to here and here to here. And then for the back, flip that over. The same thing, that seam is still on the bottom. You take your back part here and you're gonna stitch it all the way across. You're gonna even it out. You're gonna be able to see how yours is even. And you're just gonna place pins along. I'm just gonna do it quickly right now. Mine is not even because I'm trying to save time. You're just placing pins all the way across that back. And of course, you know, wherever you place pins, that's where you are going to stitch. And I'm gonna just give you a quick idea of what this should look like after you sew it. and make it nice and neat. Mine is not nice and neat right now, so please forgive me. So it's attached. You're gonna take it. Oh, so after you do your pins, you're just gonna sew along that back, and then you're gonna stitch along the front, this part and that part, leaving that U part here. And I'll just give you an idea of what your shirt should look like after you sew it. Of course, it'll be much neater, but it'll be looking something like this. Look. And this is your shoulder part. See, like this. So sew this, and I'll put it on the mannequin for you to see. And thank you guys so much for watching. Follow me on Instagram, Kharyzma4U, and check out my online store at etsy.com/shop/Kharyzma4U. I have new things that I upload to the site, so check it out. Also, if you need custom orders, if you'd like to purchase this shirt as a custom order, I do custom orders, so just let me know. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you make this, please share, and let me see your pictures on Instagram or any way, email them to me. Thank you so much. I love you all. Bye.